First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rahak, Wadash, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who are well. I taste it to you, Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. All right, back to you with another lesson through the spirit. We're going to talk about war. We're going to talk about the rumors of war. We're going to talk about how things are heating up. We're going to talk about there's video that I'm going to show you, and things are really heating up, and things that you see in society, red in circles, is a distraction. There's a lot of woofing going on with these countries, man, and it's one side ain't playing, which is Russia. They not fucking playing, and then the other side is this Western hemisphere here, which is Poland, and whatever, all these motherfucking goofy motherfuckers that's connected to America. They think that Russia's playing games, and Russia's not playing games. First of all, update. Russian forces in North America. Russia says it will deploy a fleet to Cuba and will begin military war games in the Caribbean near United States border. Putin will take the battle to our doorsteps. And Putin ain't woofing, man. Putin ain't woofing, man. He moving. Yeah. He moving. All them lies that they put on the news saying Ukraine was whooping Russia ass. No, Russia making shit happen, man. And he finna whoop America's ass with some shit. Yeah, I got a video. Then I'm gonna hit you with the precepts, because we got Poland over there. They woofing, talking about they finna, they antagonizing Russia and all that stuff. Lies said they start like a transportation building or area over there, but in reality they got an anti-Russian launch pad. So it's heating up, man. Well, I'm gonna let you watch this video, and then we're gonna have the precepts, man. Hopefully it's edifying. Let me double on to the elders of Great Millstone real well. If I didn't say that, check it out.
Any rational person would say, hey, stop this right now. Back the hell up. But we are not dealing with rational people. We're dealing with bloodthirsty, greedy con artists that are trying to get us all killed. And even before they get us all killed, they're disrupting massive supply lines that are crushing our economies and our way of life right now. So this weekend, we learned that NATO is actively trying to draw Putin into a nuclear war.
Poland is ready to host nuclear weapons if NATO wants to reinforce its eastern borders against Russia.
In other words, testing Putin to see if he's telling the truth or bluffing or not. Well, was he bluffing before? It doesn't seem like he's the kind of bluffing guy. Maybe this time, though, he is. This weekend, Poland took the unbelievable next step in bringing long-range tactical nuclear weapons to Russia's doorstep. Poland says they're ready to host nuclear weapons, like hosting a cocktail party. So how's this going to go? Poland is now offering publicly its territory so that NATO can strengthen its eastern flank. In fact, Poland's president, Andrzej Duda, is really keen on the idea. Quote, I've already talked about it several times. I must admit that when asked about it, I declared our readiness, he said. In other words, please send the nukes here. NATO isn't commenting on this, of course, and sources say this is going to happen. And it's been in the works for a few years now. Part of this sharing agreement is that we get to use your land to hold our nukes, and then Poland gets to use them. But seriously, this comes right out of the mouth of Polish leadership, by the way. You can put them here, but we also want to know that we can use them. This is a direct nuclear threat to Russia. And if you think this is a fantasy, we also learned this weekend that Poland has been lying about a massive infrastructure project that they've been building. Oh yeah, Russia has been saying that Poland's new massive project is for military purposes, housing nuclear weapons, launching launching long-range attacks at Russia. Poland's like, no. It's just, it's a new shopping center. We're gonna have Starbucks, we'll have an H&M. Nothing to see here, don't worry about it. It's called the Central Communications Port, or CPK for short. It's a transportation mega project, but it's just for shopping and transportation and buses. Nothing to worry about. You can go there, you can take a bus around Poland, you can take a train, you can buy your Starbucks, you can get some new clothing, nothing to worry about. Well, now we know the truth. Polish President Duda let the cat out of the bag and slipped up, making a huge mistake, admitting that yes, in fact, this thing is basically an anti-Russian launch pad disguised as an infrastructure project. Here's Here's exactly what Duda had to say. Quote, it's no secret to anyone, and I emphasize this, if a situation of potential danger for Poland were to occur, and the relocation of additional Allied forces to Poland would be necessary to defend our territory, we do not currently have an airport that would be able to provide such support for the West to quickly come to Poland. In other words, this CPK is a massive staging area to accept NATO forces into launch against Russia. So Russia was correct, and they were lying. Poland was lying about it. Duda last month said we are in a pre-war era. Pre-war era. Similar to just before World War II, he said. So bring nuclear weapons to Poland ahead of the start of World War III. Great. These are Western leaders right now. Meanwhile, how's Russia responding to putting nukes in their backyard? Well, not well. And Putin is warning Poland, don't even think about doing this. Late this week, Russia warned Poland that it will make itself, quote, a priority target if it hosts NATO nuclear weapons in its territory. Putin says that Russia considers any expansion of NATO's nuclear sharing on Polish territory, quote, deeply destabilizing, end quote, and they won't stand for it. In fact, Russia called it a clear threat to their country. I spoke to Benjamin Avilo. He's the author of the great book, How the West Brought War to Ukraine. I highly recommend it. And he says the West is agitating for nuclear war.
I think there's a really great danger that most people in the West, they're busy thinking of how will this affect Ukraine? How will this affect Ukraine? How will this affect the U.S.-Russia relationship? And they're not thinking clearly enough about that we are taking it's a finite but a real risk of escalation to a nuclear level. So what really caught my eye right off the bat was the possibility of nuclear escalation to the nuclear level.
And of course, the nut jobs in Congress and others who are calling for a nuclear war are saying these are just tactical nukes. Like, these are just going to be, we'll just wipe out a country. These aren't wipe out the whole world nuclear weapons. This is what they're thinking right now and talking about. Just look at the locations where the U.S. currently stores nuclear bombs in Europe.
US tactical nuclear weapons are stored at 6 bases in 5 NATO member states: Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Turkey. As for France and the UK, the other 2 nuclear-armed NATO members, they have their own stockpiles that don't host US weapons.
Again, what would the United States do in such a situation? A nuclear power putting nukes in our backyard. Well, we would destroy them. We would never allow for it. And yet we're doing the exact same thing to Russia. Now, Russia says, quote, any nuclear weapons deployed to Poland would be a legitimate target. And they call them priority targets. I mean, this is madness. They are hell-bent on driving the West right into the ground right now. And all of these sanctions and isolating moves are creating interesting bedfellows. We just learned this week that North Korea is going to start helping Iran to create a united front against the United States. So Biden has done the impossible here. He's brought China and Russia closer together, North Korea and Iran closer together. How has this helped the United States in any way? It hasn't. It's had the exact opposite effect. Soaring energy costs, inflation thanks to massive debt spending on war, 30% increases in rent, groceries, everything else in the United States. Way to go. And on top of that, sanctions that have brought other countries closer together, destabilizing entire regions, and all these countries turning away from the U.S. So this is an absolute disaster. It's no wonder that President Biden's new poll numbers out this weekend show the lowest for an American president in 70 years. It's devastating.
Yeah, so you see it, whole lot of barking and stuff like that in Russia, and what America has done, has been doing, has brought Russia and I think China together and brought North Korea and Iran together. They said Biden is one of the, in 70 years, he's the most worst fucking president we ever had. So it's all there, man. All these nations have been bullied for years and years and years. Now they see that, oh, okay, so you guys are, the men want to be women and women want to be men. And, oh, okay, you guys are sick off of these things over here. You guys are chaotic. They're taking advantage of it, man, because this, it's why not? Matthew chapter 24, verse 26, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. So that's what's going to happen. You know, right now you got floods and all types of stuff happening in the midst of Babylon itself. You know, a different type of weathers that's fucking shit up. But from the side of things, you have these nations plotting against each other. Got nuclear war weapons against each other, threatening and throwing nuclear missiles out there to let each other know we have this and we ready to launch. You know, they woofing. You know, and we're gonna come to a time where Russia's gonna hit American soil. You know, because America has been playing around. You know, and all these nations are mad at America, man. All these nations are getting pissed at America and how America is turning into and the bullying that America continues to do. You know, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup to the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. You know, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. You know, howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, you know, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into her own country, for her judgment reacheth into heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And, you know, that weak president in Babylon is a sign of a weak ass nation. As a fallen of America, the Babylon fallen, it's a sign of Babylon fallen. And the nations see that sign. The nations see the weakness. The Bible says that it would have been healed, but it hasn't healed. All right. It's forsake her. Leave this fucking place. This place ain't worth a damn, man. You know. That's why these places want to do damage to this fucking place. This wicked ass devilish place that all these nations are tired of. You know. Sick of, you know. We had to get close to the Lord as strong as we can now, even more now than ever, man. Our salvation is near, you know. These motherfuckers, man, wicked as fuck, you know. And Russia, they standing 10 toes down. They not finna play, you know. Russia's finna move some shit, man. They some tough ones. But with that, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, double honors to the Elder Great Millstone. Hoping the elect was edified. Shalom.